clarity. And for those of you that just joined us in the last 2 minutes, this career clarity session typically holds on the 12th and 26th of the month. And what is the aim of this career clarity series is to ensure that we are not doing the wrong things in the aim of us trying to advance our career. Like, are you doing the right things? Do you know what you should be doing to get to whatever it is you want to get to, career-wise, or even in your life? Because of everybody saying, oh, I want to personally develop, I want myself. And because everyone has heard, oh, when you want to develop yourself, you go to LinkedIn, you take a course on this particular website, you do this. So everyone is jumping on the bandwagon of learning. Learning is not the bad thing, but learning a lot while you are not using the knowledge is what is bad about just acquiring knowledge and not using the knowledge, because you're not a library. You are not a library. If you are getting knowledge, it should be reflecting in your upward progression in your life. So I always say something like knowledge without implementation or without development in your life makes you a library. So, oh, I read 130 books. How has it changed the way you act, or has it helped you progress? You may be worse off than someone who has just learned one course or taken one course or read one book, but they've used the knowledge completely inside that particular thing. So this is why we hold this clarity series. What should you be doing? What knowledge should you be acquiring? Should you even be acquiring knowledge? Maybe you're someone that already have the knowledge. Probably what you need is an accountability partner or a program that they can hold you accountable. Like, let's know what we need before we start investing our time, our money, and everything we are investing in it. So how does this work? I can see, I'm going to read a couple of messages for maybe like 3 minutes to see. I want to have a feel of the room where everybody is joining from. I like to see the spread of the people in the room. Akinpelu Sean joining from Abuja, Nigeria. Day has been fantastic. Good. My name is Dorothy Hilary. I'm joining from Abuja, Nigeria. How are you, Dorothy? Day has been good. Sanusi Abila, Ogun State. Maimuna joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Good afternoon. My name is Susanna Adiri, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Abeokuta, my day is going smoothly. Fidelis, you're joining from Lafia, Nasarawa. Hi, everyone. Benin City, Nigeria. That is Oba. I'm not even sure how to pronounce your name. Then Dr. Ajanaku Christie. Good afternoon. My name is Ajanaku Christie, joining from Kwara State. He has been busy preparing for the week. I know, right? My name is Pina Chomba. Where are you joining from? Akintola Rofia, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Rofia, how do I feel like I know you? Are you on the Skilled for Work Academy? Batch 2 or batch 1, I'm not sure. Joining from Zambia, they has been busy planning for the week at work. I know most of us do that on Sunday evenings, start planning for the week. Nena from Abuja, Nigeria. Kaduna, that's Esther. Okay, I've read a couple of this thing, so it is time to get started. So what we typically do here is you drop the questions you have around, whether it is personal questions around the challenges you are currently facing, whether you're a recent graduate, you are someone who is a professional, you're in the academic space, you're whatever, but basically you're someone who wants to grow. You want to grow, and you are either trying to grow through personal development, or what is it, even before you get to before you get to personal development, that is taking whatever it is you need to take about where you want to go. So if you need clarity around where you need to go, or you need clarity around our offers, like, oh, Dr. Aderisola, I've been receiving your emails. I know I need you. I just don't know which program to take, because there are quite a lot of people that Moina would typically say, okay, you know what, just join the career clarity session. And we would, put some light or shed some light on it. Okay, Rafia said I enrolled for the 700 free. Okay, you're not yet a member of the academy. Like you've not fully enrolled. You took the clarity module, which is what we made accessible for free. So well done. Thanks for coming here, spending your Sunday afternoon with me. So you would just drop those questions in the comment section. So typically while people are dropping their questions for the first 10 minutes, I run through maybe what I would like to address, which is typically the most asked question of the week. So to do that today, and what was the most asked question of the week? It was about what skill can help me get a job? Like what skill? And people ask it in different ways. In our Instagram DM, someone like, what skill do you offer? What I need is a job. As in they ask it in different ways. But the summary of the most asked question for the week is, what skill do I need to get a remote job? That word remote and job kept reoccurring. What skill do I need to get a remote job? What skill do I need? What skill does the academy offer that can get me a remote job? They ask it in different ways, format in DM. Like I've seen, like my eyes is hurting from seeing that same repeated question. So one of the things we did this week is there's a content we're supposed to release on Monday. That was just joined us in the last 2 minutes. This character session typically holds on the 12th at just give me a minute. I need to mute. And what is the aim of this character series is to ensure that we are. I need to mute this particular tab. Just mute sites. Okay, great. So now, as I was saying, the content was supposed to go out on Monday, but I said in the content, I said I would share the content in this clarity series. You will soon see what I'm talking about. So you will know that it is content that has not even gone out. That was supposed to go out tomorrow. So I'll just share my screen with you to answer that question of, let me enlarge this thing. So by the time I share my screen, you are going to be able to see this well. So Monday the 13th. Just give me a minute. So please drop your questions while I first answer the most asked question of the week. Drop your question while I first answer the most asked question of the week that I was reviewing the content for. Now, like I said, the most asked question of the week was around what skill do I need to get a job? What skill do you offer that can get me a remote job? What skill? It is always skill, job in that manner. So yeah, let's do this. So I wrote, not like all my team decided to focus on this week. And the title we are going to have for it is, what does employability really mean? Because if you are trying to get a job or trying to change jobs or whatever it is you are trying to do, it's all around employability. So first, let's define what employability really means. And I would say it is a process of processing the knowledge. Please take note of these things so that you would know what you need. Some of the things I will explain here might answer someone's question already. The knowledge, please take note. The aptitude, the skills, and other traits. The knowledge, the aptitude, the skills, and other traits. What this means is, if you have gone to school, so as I was saying, knowledge, most people probably got knowledge from school. In fact, I think there was a particular lady that during the week on WhatsApp. I don't know if it is WhatsApp, but I remember maybe the screenshot was sent to me. And I think what she said, I don't know who the person is right now, but I remember the summary of that message was she had done project management in school. And she was saying that she wanted to join the Skill for Work Academy. And what she said was the fact that, oh, that how does she get a job? That most people that they will tell her that no, she said, okay, I think the question she was asking, that is it with a project management degree, that is it possible to get a job, a remote job? I said, what are you talking about? Like any field at all can get a remote job. She was like, that because they're always telling her that it has to be on site, it has to be this, it has to be that, and all that. And I said, project management, are you kidding me? As in, I did program coordination role at Museum for the United Nations, which is very similar to project management. And I was in Nigeria. The boss I was reporting to was in India, and I was covering people across 23 locations globally, Mexico, Alaska, and things like that. And I was sitting in Nigeria. So what do you mean? She now said, because all the jobs. I said, well, you're probably offering them, like, I said, you are probably not delivering, like you don't have value. You are not employable. I said, well, I said, your degree, the knowledge doesn't make you employable, which is why I said the most asked question this week has been like, what skill do I need to have to get jobs? I said, so it doesn't matter the profession you brought here. I don't care what you read in school. I don't care, like, it doesn't matter the knowledge or the certificate you have, whether you took that certificate from a 4-year degree or a 2 years master's or a vocational school or a technical school. Oh, I did digital market. It doesn't matter. Like, if what you have is knowledge, like knowledge from MSc, knowledge from BSc, knowledge from I did Coursera, I have a certification. If what you have is knowledge, please note that that is just one part of the equation in terms of employability. So when you come and you're crying that they will not employ me, I'm like, you too, look at it, think about it. If you're an employer of labor and they say 4 things or 5 things make up so employability, like 5 things makes up that thing that will get you employed, and you come to me with 1, did you pass? So when people come, I'm like, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You did not pass. Do you understand? You did not pass based on the criteria for employability. What you have is knowledge. So it doesn't matter whether you have 3 degrees. It is still one, like you just only meet. Do you understand? Because I see a lot of graduates especially say, let me go and do a master's, I will get a job. My sister, you would not. I have a PhD. Do you understand me? Because all you are fulfilling is that quota of knowledge and leaving the other things that is required in employability. So, he said, it is a set of qualities and competencies. What do you, like, I want you to think about that word, competencies. It is a set of qualities and competencies. He did not say it is a set of degrees or it is a set of certificates. They are 2 different things. They are 2 different things. So I have BSc, MSc, PhD, MBA. I have all those ones. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And I did not use any of those things to get my 2 international remote roles. None of them. So let's be clear about what employability like. If you say I am employable, do you understand? What do you have to make you say that? They are not employing me. I say employing you is not a favor. They can't be doing you a favor. It is work. So let's be very logical about this. So instead of someone sitting down and whining about how they are not this thing, I suffered in school for project management. And when I did that degree, and I'm saying my sister, my brother, I don't care if you suffered. Do you meet the employability criteria? Your sufferness does not add value to my company. That is how global employers think. They don't care how you acquired it. your father, mother, family members borrowed for you to get that degree, just this is of no consequence in the employability world. Oh, I first did HND before they now gave me work at this thing. Now I've been stuck at this thing for this thing. Doc, I have experience. Say, okay, you have experience. You want to work remotely. Okay, do you have the soft skills that can support how you work? That is ability to work remotely. Say, but I've been working for 10 years. I say, oh, God, it's all right. I know you've been working for 10 years, but you're not bringing the value the employer is asking to the table. So the moment we get out of self-pity or we get out of I don't know how to explain it, like, and ask ourselves, what does the employer want? What constitutes employability to this employer? Then I make sure that my development, whatever personal development I'm doing, via programs, via training, via certifications, is geared to meeting that employer's criteria. The earlier for us. Some will say, oh, I did digital marketing. I did Scrum Master. I say, auntie, you are still acquiring a set of one thing that the employer needs. You are still acquiring only technical. Whether you have 5 technical skills or 10 technical skills, it is still only a quota of what they need. So, but a lot, like, in fact, there's a statistic by Harvard that says 72% of people focus on acquiring hard skills or technical skills. And I will explain it in a bit. Whereas 85% of what employers need is the soft skills. But because the one we are used to is I am a doctor, which is a hard skill. I am a digital maker, which is a hard skill, but it's a technical. As in, when you say hard skill could be technical or non-technical. Technical means it is tech-oriented. When you say hard skill, the one, I'll explain it now, the one that brings you money, the one that they will call you and give you title is a hard skill. Digital marketer, product, this one, anything, all those titles, that's a hard skill, which could be technical or non-technical. Technical means that, okay, it is in the tech space. Non-technical is like your medical, doctor, lawyer. They are hard skills. The one that brings you hard currency, the one that brings you money is the hard skill, as in the one that they employ you for. But the question is, are they even going to employ you? So if they are not employing you with your hard skill, the question is now, what don't I have that they need? Because I needed to explain this today because of the number of questions around it. What skill do I need to get a job? And I will say, it is divided into 2 major things. But aside skill, if you had asked me generally, like, what do I need to get a job? I will tell you knowledge, skills, traits like general attitude, and experience. 4 things. Now, under the skills, we now have the hard skill and the soft skill. So if you ask me generally, what do I need? So when you now ask me for a specific type of job, I will say this one, you need it in this ratio. Anyone that comes to this room and tells me they want to be, their focus is to work remotely, I will say you need 85% soft skill, only 15% hard skill. I will say what? You need 85% hard skill. So let's be clear about what is required for employability. Especially, I always say, especially if you are looking at global employability, that is employability without borders. I'm sitting in Nigeria, they're employing me, a company in US, Canada, whatever is employing me, that kind of employer. If that is you, I did not say, of course, look at employ someone who's soft. I can teach you hard skill on the job. Okay, let's say what I want to employ you for is how to do my digital marketing. I have people in my hub that are trained like on it. Do you understand? Do set up ads. I can't like it. How do I explain it? Ad skill is a repetitive skill. Like if I teach you once how to set up ads, it's not going to change. Do you understand? But soft skill is not like that. I said, please, someone should type for me. What are the 4 major things? They say, employability are for the knowledge, the skills, the traits, and the aptitude, which I call the experience. It is a set of qualities and competencies that are required to meet the adequate needs of an employer. Guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what they want. Even if you are creating your own job, you're an entrepreneur and you are here. Only if you don't want to interact with anybody that nobody is buying from you. But if you have to sell to someone, it means you need the soft skills. Ability to sell is a soft skill. Negotiation is a soft skill. So far you want to work, it doesn't matter in the place you want to work. Whether it is in the academia, which is why we always say the soft skills, I consider it more important than the hard skill. Because it doesn't it's cut across, there is no running away from it. Like, I will now go and be an entrepreneur, I'll run away. You cannot run away from it. It's cut across everyone. Now, I explained further in this particular thing that we are going to be releasing tomorrow. I said, hard skill, these are specific, can you see it? Teachable abilities that can be measured and are often job specific. These are what? Teachable abilities and specific to a job. They include what? Technical skills related to a profession or an industry. Maybe I'm a software developer or a medical doctor doing health profession. Do you understand? It's like, if I'm a health practitioner, my skills in that regard is only for that job I want to do. It is only in that regard. That is the hard skill, meaning that a developer will not go and do a doctor's work. So hard skills are the one that are specific, the one that gives you time, the one all of us know, the one went to school for. I am a microbiologist. I am an economist. I will not call me now. And if you like, give me economics, I don't know about it. It's not my profession. That is the hard skill. That is the one we, all of us, because that is how we grew up. That is the one that they made us believe that if we have it, we will get job. But we have it. Okay, I'm back. That was my mom. Like I said, the one all of us know as skill is the one that has name. At least it has one name. I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer. That's the hard skill. Do you understand? So that hard skill now, it's possible we learned it in school, like school, university, or whatever, I'm a something, that one that has name. I call it the skills that give you title. I'm a project manager. I'm a virtual assistant. I'm a medical doctor. I'm a product, the one that gives you title. The one that everybody thinks that once they have it, they call themselves that, they will get work. It's a lie. Because we agreed, all of us, how many things I say can get you to be employable? The what? The skills, the knowledge, the traits, and the what? The experience. 4 things. That means in this thing. Now, under the skills, there is a skill that it is possible that it is school you acquired it from. or it is you took it on a Coursera course, so digital marketing, whatever it is, all those emerging things, those are technical skills. So under technical skills, you now have coding technical skills. They call it code or no code. Under the technology industry or whatever, they are now, in fact, there are numerous emerging roles that you don't have to code. Product manager, project manager, digital marketer. You don't have all those things are tech digital oriented, but you don't. It's in the tech space, but you're not coding anything. Do you understand? Now that we understand that, now the second category of skill is soft skill, and we always call this one transferable skills. And they are more about how you work. Someone should tell me how you work than what you know. It is how you work, not really what you know. What you know is a hard skill. Oh, I'm a mechanic, I can fix that thing. Do you understand? That is the work, what you know. How you work is a soft skill. It is very essential for the workplace. The reason most employers don't employ people without experience, it is because, not because they need the experience for anything. It is because they know someone that's never done any form of work, whether it is volunteering, internship, or whatever, will not have the soft skills that they need. And soft skill is, remember, it is what? How you work. Meaning that you could know the work, but how you work will not make you deliver on the job. Do you get me? So they will tell you, it's easy for me to teach you how to do procurement, but it is very hard for me to teach you critical thinking, how to think, how to communicate on the job. And that's the problem with soft skill. It is broad. The major problem again is that it is not taught in school. It is not what? Taught in school. So before you will go out, and in fact, even if there are articles here and there on the internet say, oh, soft skills are essential for what? They will tell you things like leadership skills. Leadership skills is this. They will be defining it. Leadership skill is this one, and digital skills is this one. They will be defining it. You will go to Coursera. They would go to even LinkedIn Learning. They will define it everywhere. It is important you develop this skill until we have heard how. Step by step of what I need to do today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, to be able to organize my life. It is still absent. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So you will go to Coursera, YouTube, you will go there, you will see soft skills video, you will see this thing, but the cocoa is, teach me how all these skills. If I was not in a job, but I want to have these skills so that I'm able to get that remote job, or I'm able to get that job, or I'm even able to just get employable. What? Like, you are telling me digital skills are essential? Like, yeah, go, auntie, which one? What digital skill? Which work will I use this specific digital skill to deliver? It is still absent. I think it was that pain that made me create the Workplace Foundational Skills Program. I said, you people will say communication at work is key. How to communicate? I said, can we stop all this definition and say, at work, when you want to communicate, you will probably be using two major things. Slack, if you are working an international remote team, and emails. When you want to send email, this is how you paragraph email. Stop telling me it is important. I already know. Somebody has been shouting a sense. How do I do it? That I will not send an email to my boss and be asking me what bush am I from? How do I set up the Slack? The Slack, they say I will need to work in that. How? Like, I don't even know the existence. I don't know that tool that I would, why don't you tell me the tool I will need at that international work? So that you will now tell me, like, You don't send this kind of message on Slack. You don't send this kind of message on email. If you want to resign, you cannot be sending it on Slack. But if you want your colleague to quickly do something for you, send it on Slack. Those small, like, it's not small, like those things that you do in a day-to-day job and how it is done is what is lacking that we now put together in an online program called the Workplace Foundational Skills. I hate you telling me this one, down, down. And I'm like, okay, I know communication is a soft skill. I should have it. How? What do I do? How will I use that communication at work? Step by step. And why did I have to explain this today? You see, when that lady, because I kept digging, when the lady was saying, I've done project management in school, so in your academy, what I want to do, I said, you did project management in school, you did not have work. But I'm telling you to take the workplace foundational skills because you're asking me you want to be able to do remote work. And you say it is not necessary. And I say, why? And she said, I think maybe her husband or someone advised her. I think that was a thing. Yeah, I think that was a message. Advised her that she should just take project management in the workplace, in the Skilled for Work Academy. That if she should just take she now said, okay, oh no, I think the question was, if I take the project management course, I will get remote work. And I said, no. And she said, I said, yes, you will not get. And she said, why? I said, because what you just got again will still not help you get remote work. You do not have the soft skill. How you work is soft skill. How you want to get remote job, but you don't know how to work remotely. You don't know the tools that will support your remote work. And you are telling me if I get the knowledge. Hello, auntie, you get the knowledge of project management, but you've never used Slack to this thing. You don't know how to compose a proper email. Do you understand what I'm saying? How you work is what is stopping you from getting that job, not necessarily the knowledge you don't have. So that lady, if I had not explained to her, I said, see, if your focus is employability, which is why I have to address what employability is, then it means that all the things that employability needs, you need to have it. You saying I have a pre-management degree, I have another certification on Coursera, I have a PMP, it's only filling your knowledge gap, which is just one category of employability, like what you need for employability. Do you understand me? I said, look, when you go and meet people to advise you, they'll say, if you want to transition career, go and do project management. If you want to transition career, go and do this one, down cyber security, go and do data analysis. I said, the question should be, is that person even knowledgeable enough? Is that person a career advisor? Has that person worked internationally before? Do they know? They only give you that advice based on what they saw on the outside. Oh, they thought, when Brad this thing went to Canada, it was project management he did. Guess what? Brother, something probably had the soft skills to support his work. So what you are seeing on the front end is the title he now has that made him get work. Whereas you did not see that when Uncle John got to Canada, he went to do volunteering work in their community for 6 months so that he could learn all the traits needed in that workplace. You did not see that. So in your mind, the PMP he did is what gave him work. It is only a fraction of it. And if you are doubting me, please, you can go on. Take another technical skill. Do another MBA. In 1 year, you will come back and come and take the soft skill program. Because why? You are still where you are. We are still on that problem if you do not have a quota of what is needed at all. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So it is not the number of certifications you pack on top of one another. I always tell everyone, the 2 times I worked internationally, not once did I submit my academic certificates, not once. All the staff in my organization, I've never seen their certificates. Never. I don't need it. It is just the paper saying they have the knowledge. It is not knowledge that will work for me. So if you're in this room And your focus is always, will I get certificate on your program? I'm like, even if, look, I can show you my LMS. What do I mean? Our learning management system. See, can you see it? Can you see certificates? There is certificates, but I don't care. Because me, I am telling you that is not what I want to see. So your focus should be what is employability? What do I need? Do you understand? What do I need for employability? Instead of running from one place to the other, ask, what do I need? Which is what these clarity sessions are about. What do I need? If you have watched my 7 free, that video, sorry, the clarity this thing, I think the lesson 4, I said what? You need to do what? Gap analysis. What is the gap? In this employability that Dr. A has explained now, they said I need knowledge, actually skills. I now broke down the skills again to add skills and soft skills and traits. These traits that is needed at work, how will I develop it? That is gap analysis. What are they asking that I don't have? That is gap analysis. How to do it in the proper way. I thought about it on that free, whatever. This particular one that I gave you the first part for free, this particular curriculum. I think these were the first 5 lessons I gave you for free to watch. This mindset, knowing your personality type, how to determine your career paths, 10 globally medium visual work in this thing, then skill set you need for 10 career paths. Like this particular lesson 4 was around that gap, doing gap analysis. This particular curriculum is for the paid program. So I gave you module 1, access to module 1 for free, for clarity. There is something I repeatedly say in all this clarity session. If you like, don't take my advice. It doesn't matter. I only want to shorten your time. Why? I always tell people that you can be excelling. The question is, are you excelling at the right thing? No matter how fast you run in the wrong direction, you cannot arrive at your destination. No matter the certificates you pack to complement or to tell yourself that I'm investing in personal development. You are investing in personal development, true. But is it adding up? How many people, like based on what I've said, how many of you are realizing that, oh, that certification I took last year, it was not what I needed. That MBA I registered for, it was not what I needed. Like we first need to acknowledge what is needed based on where I am. There are some professionals that are here that what they need is not another course. They have experience. They probably need to know how to build a profile that they are now going to place on their LinkedIn that will now showcase them to the world. And they will now start to attract opportunities. Some professionals are at that level. But instead of them to invest in a global opportunities program, which is my advanced program, they would take the money, go to an MBA school, pay 2 million, come out, say I have an MBA, and I can guarantee them it does not add to them in terms of growth. It did not add because you did not do your gap analysis to ask yourself, at this point in my career, is it putting an MBA on my LinkedIn, MBA, that will get me to that level that I want to get to? It may not be. So I'm always very passionate about gap analysis. And I thought whether you have money to pay for this program or not, or you decide to pay for this program or not, the point is you have access to this lesson, the first 5 lessons in this program. I showed you on my screen how to do it, how to do that, this, that. I said, what do you need? There is someone that came into our inbox and I said, in fact, you don't even need my program, or you don't need this specific program you want to enroll. So I think I was a professional. I said, you need GOP. Because if you've worked that means you know how to work remotely. What you need, okay, I think she wanted to switch jobs. She works internationally, she wanted to switch from one sector to the other. I said, what you need is for us to package that your experience and put it on LinkedIn, and you're going to get, because like you don't really need this particular program. And that's why I organize these clarity sessions. So your questions, I always tell people, don't ask me questions that borders around Google. what is product management? Don't ask me that kind of question. Just ask Google. One of the major things I taught on this program, my people, like the people on this batch 1 and batch 2, is how to do research. I would say, don't come and ask me, like I taught them how to use ChatGPT and all, like to do research, like, and why is that important? I say research 1, research 2, research 3. I use 6 lessons to teach people how to do research. If you're in the academic, use Google Scholar and ResearchGate. Like how to do research is a soft skill. Why? And I consider it one of the most important soft skills in life. Like if you know how to research things, is like having the passport to life, because it means that you can never be short on knowledge. You would know what to do because you know how to research and where to research, the tools to use to do research. Right? So when people come and ask me things like, what school should I go to? And I'm like, have you, like, go and ask Google. Like, those are the kind of questions I need to ask, as I need to provide answers. So I'm asking, like, the questions must be, don't come and ask me a question that you can have asked Google, like, where is Canada located? Those questions are please for Google. They are not, mentally need tasking questions that, oh, I'm at this crossroad. Do you understand? Don't ask me a question that you can ask Google. Like, but I realized that people do not even remember, because it's an African culture, that they can ask Google the thing, right? They go and first ask humans how to do this thing. So now that we understand the difference between soft skill, hard skill, and the importance of both of them, right? The question is, if you are now asking that, how can I make myself employable? What are the things I need to do? What do I need to gather? Of course, I've emphasized the skill, the 2 parts of the skill. Skills development is key. I always say it. You cannot jump it. But now, even under the skills development, I emphasize that there's hard skill, which is the one that gives you title. So if you're in this room and you're a professional, you're asking yourself, like, I have been let's say, an insurance person, whatever hard skill you've been doing that's been making you money. And it is time for me to transition. I want to still remain in the same career path and transition into, like, I want to work in that particular career path remotely. So what I want to do is, what should I be taking at your academic? Since you are not changing your hard skill, you have experience around that hard skill, you have the knowledge. What it means is that you now need to acquire the other set of skills, the transferable skills that will support this hard skill you have in a remote manner. So what you need is the Workplace Foundational Skills Program, the one I was sharing this thing with you now. That's what you need, because now what you need is like a brush up. Like, what don't I know in the digital space? Because if you are in this room and you think you would work in any sector and you would not employ digital tools, you are joking. I had to put digital, like if you check the curriculum that I was going through right now, I said, as far as I'm concerned, digital skills has become a soft skill. Like it has become a workplace foundational skill, like ability to use digital tools. It is it's foundational. It is now transferable. Like, oh, I can use Google Drive, I can do calendar, I accept calendar invite. It is like, if you like, we're having meeting to say I'm selling, what are they calling it? Dress. It's like you trying to say I want to sell dress. I'm a fashion designer. One of my customers is in the UK. And they are trying to say, okay, oh, we like your designs. Maybe you can start producing for our store. Let's have a virtual meeting. It means that you will need to get on Zoom. They will tell you that virtual meeting, we've sent it to your calendar, and you're asking your client, what is calendar? Are you joking? Do you understand me? So it doesn't matter what you want to do in life. In this today's workforce, it doesn't matter who you are. If you intend to make anything sensible out of what you are trying to do, it means that digital tools usage is compulsory. So for me, even if it's supposed to be a separate course or a separate program, digital tools, the first thing as in the second module, right after that module of clarity, for people that have joined my program, they will know. The next thing I jump to is what? Text tools, software, and apps, because it is mandatory. It It is mandatory. Like it is not optional. So when you go to an interview and they are saying they will not take you, my brother, it's probably because you are asking, oh, how do I, like they say, oh, we are doing a King of the we want you to see something on our Google Drive. I just share this link with you and you're saying, how? Where? You do not know that it is, when they were interviewing you, maybe they already checked your head. That interview is going well. This guy knows project management. Then, bam, they tell you, okay, let me share this thing with you. What are your insights in this thing? It is your technical knowledge they want to ask you for, but now say they share the link with you. You are now asking them, how will I get into that link? My brother, you just lost that job. On the account of you just asked that silly question, how do I get into Google Drive? Or how do I use this thing? Where did you share it with me? So you did not lose that job on account of your technical knowledge. Your technical knowledge is sound, but you just lost it on your inability to know that there is an existence of a digital tool that will support how you work in your profession. But you lost the interview based on that, not that you are not skilled enough in your technicality. Viewed people, and they seem to be going on and on, they are good. I say, okay, if I had to do this collaboratively in this thing, what tool will you use? And the person went blank on me. That was the end of that interview. That was the end. Whereas that person may not even know. So she will carry her money and go and invest in PMP. Or go and invest, whereas what she should have learned is digital tools and the softwares and tools that she will need to support how she works. And I've been in a couple of interviews internationally to know enough that those interviews typically do not test your technical knowledge again, most of the time. They test, can she work remotely? That's what they are testing. Can she work remotely? Nor does she know the job she wants to do. Can she work remotely? I always tell people that if I wanted to be selling technical skills in the Skill for Work Academy, it's very easy to sell. I'll just tell you, learn project management for 37, whatever. Do you understand? Very easy, because why? It's easy. You already know it. You know that project management is a hot seller. Project management, do you understand? You know it is it is what you know. So it is an easy sell for me. I will sell it to you. I'll collect my money and go. But I know that you will finish that program. Nothing will still happen. Because you don't have soft skills to support how you will work remotely. And no one is making enough noise around how important the so-called is not, I don't even call it soft skills again, I call it workplace foundational skills, which is why I named this program that. Because on that's what we call soft skill, there's digital skills, which is what is in module 2 and 3 of this program, digital tools, from Grammarly to Word Counter to using Zoom to hosting conferences, hosting meetings, streaming on YouTube, doing all those things. LinkedIn, Canva, like use of Miro. I was working on my Miro before I came to this meeting. I want to show you something. My content team. So someone will come and tell me now, they say they are a content creator. They will say they're a content creator. And I say, when you want to work for me as a content creator, you need to get on Miro, you need to do this thing. I want to show you. So you understand like this, how the person is going to work. Their content creation is of no consequence to me. Like, if you're a content creator, you should have the content. Do you understand? But how they work, how we collaboratively work together remotely. Can you see this? I want to show you an example so you will understand what I'm saying. You see that content I was just showing you, I'd explained to you. Can you see May 13 to May 18 content? This is me working with my content team on the Miro board. I have different people there. Can you see it? Damilola Monday. I want you to show, can you see this? I'm zooming it in so you can understand what I'm saying. We put this, I said, this is the content, blah, 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 blah. So someone now will tell me they learned content creation in Coursera in this thing. But guess what? They've not learned anything. You know why? How they will use it to do work, they don't know. They don't know. So when I created Workplace Foundational Skills, I used all my years of experience of being an employer of labor and working internationally and working locally at the University of Lagos for 2 years. And I asked myself, like, what is more important to me when I'm looking for a candidate? How they are able to work effectively is more important than the technical skill they bring. I can teach them how to create content in 1 week. But you see this one, it's going to take a while. And that is why, because if you've ever asked yourself, why will employers keep saying they will not employ me? They say they want someone with work experience. This is why. So even if I always tell people that there's a possibility that you don't have work experience, if you are able to do all these things that is on the Workplace Foundational Skills, that person is going to employ you. Why? Because what they are not saying is, I want someone that can work, that knows how to work. And I feel like the only place they would have learned how to work remotely is by doing the work. They would have learned on the job. So what they are really asking is, do you have the skills that will support your work? Not necessarily because they are doing anything with that experience of you working remotely before. It is because they know that there is no school for it. So they would rather say, okay, have you worked before? So maybe if I know that you've worked before, I will know that there's something to support you that's giving you that sense on how to work remotely. So trust me, I've done that experiment. I've done it. Like I used 3 years to develop this curriculum program, test it and all that stuff. Like, will someone rather hire someone that doesn't have experience, but can demonstrate that they can work independently remotely because they have all the soft skills? Yes. Than hire someone that have 10 years of experience, but they don't have the skills to support their work. Your knowledge or your experience is useless to me if you cannot deliver my work the way I want it delivered. It means that the experience there will be in your head, but you cannot use it to deliver work. And it is not a function of I'm a recent graduate. You know, I have premium programs, right, where I work with some clients, some executives one-on-one, work with AGMs of banks. I've worked with ex-presidential experience of this country. Do you understand? Like so I interact with people that have experience, PhD holders, and trust me, they still come with this challenge of they don't know how to use these tools or work remotely. And I have to be. So what I typically do when I'm working with those kind of people one-on-one is I first have to teach them. Like, oh, when you get to Google Drive, you do this. I sent you a calendar invite for this, our meeting. You go here, you say, I first have to teach them how to work with them remotely before we go to the main thing we want to do. So if you are here, you're asking yourself, will I need this? I always say, I have not seen any human that doesn't need the Workplace Foundational Skills program. I've not seen it. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't. All this, you need it. Trust me. I was talking to my friend Amara this morning about this program, and she said, dearie, is like, this is gold. I said, I know. Because it took me that long to refine it up to this level, to ensure that you can't leave this place and an employer, whether local or global, will tell you you are short on the skills that is going to support your work. It's not possible. So you will see that all the things that people always shout about soft skills, blah, 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 it was in module 7. It was the last thing I talked about. Emotional intelligence, negotiation, planning and projection, strategy, leadership, consistency. It was in the last module. That was the very last thing. And I did not teach it as you need to have leadership skill, you need to have consistency. I showed them like, this is what you do daily to develop your leadership. This is how you develop consistency. These are the things you do. This is emotional intelligence at work. Like practical things. This is what you do. You are in a meeting. Somebody's trying to poke your this thing. Hold your lips. Do this. Say this. Not emotional intelligence is you having, like, I hate all that nonsense. I hate definitions. Definition that is not going to translate. Like, give me a practical case study of where emotional intelligence is applied at work. That is a difference. Because I know the last time someone asked me, why are you showing us all this time? As in, if I see your curriculum, you go and Google it. I said, go and Google it. I can bet you will not see what is inside this program anywhere else. Go and Google it. Like, Google will tell you this is emotional intelligence. It will not tell you when your colleague tries to poke you, this is what you do. That is from my own experience because I have witnessed it. I have seen where I have to put my emotional intelligence at work in a diverse team because I'm asking, like, what is the purpose of this person doing this? If I do this, what would this person do? That is the kind of thing I teach here. So the moment you get on that international remote work and someone is pressing your buttons, you would identify because Dr. Davis already showed you that this dama, it's time to activate your emotional intelligence because that thing is about to get you out the door. That's the difference between an experience-based program and Google. Now, I've explained what I want to explain all around this thing, skills, and all that. And we are now going to go into the comment section. Yes, all these modules are in Skilled for Work program. That's what you are shocked, Abby, that all these modules are in one program and I subsidize it with 37, like all these modules. So the last module, if you realize what I did here, I said the last module, the model worker attributes. Remember what I said about attributes? So what I did was I said, what is needed for work? I categorized it and created modules under it, like model workers attributes and traits. I treated this. There is something I taught on this program, design thinking. The only people I've ever taught before that thing is the people that took my 500,000 hour program, design thinking. Why? And how do I have, like, in fact, design thinking is one skill I have that got me my 2 international remote jobs. Design thinking. Like, it's a methodology for product innovation. I did an introduction of it in the module 7 of this program. You know why I did it? People always say they want a worker that can think critically. Have you taught them how to think? There is a methodology to thinking. So for me, after I taught them all the things I wanted to teach them in terms of Google tools and all that, blah, 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 and all that, how to organize, then second to the last module was like, okay, now that you know all these things, how do you go and sell yourself to a prospective hire or a prospective client? So you will see that in module 6, that you should go and read Miriam's testimony. Miriam says something like the logical way I arranged the program, that is very logical. I said, why? If you are going to get on my program, you first need to know how to use digital tools because you are going to use it a lot on this program, right? Then I went for that to now say, okay, after the digital tools, you are now conversant with it. I went to what? Communications, the foundational skills. No, I went to research. Like if by the time I get to week 3 in my program, people stop asking me jam question. When I say jam question, because why? They've learned how to research. They don't come to the group and come and asking me, I cannot navigate Google Classroom. They're going to ask Google why. I've changed their mindsets by module 4 to know how to do research on their own independently. By module 5, I've now taught them, how do you structure your work? Your boss will ask you today, please, where is that folder? Hey, I'm coming. Why? If I share my Google Drive with you, I want to show, let me find my team's Google Drive. I want to show you something. See my Google Drive. Do you understand why I'm showing you this? How structured it is. My team members know. I hate it when I'm working and folders are not properly, like, I will tell you that if a new team member joins us, they must know where to find what, because the folders are properly. It is a skill, it's a technique, ability to organize. So which is why I always tell people that organization skills is important. I teach people like this organization in practicality at work. Show them. Where do I need the organizational skills? How? That is the thing. I would say you will teach me skill independently of how it is applied at work. and you expect me to join it together. No. Do you understand? So we now went to, okay, now it's time for you. You've learned everything. How do you sell? Because the act of selling, hi, every human being must know it. And I do not mean selling Gary and sugar. I mean selling yourself. Like, how do you sell yourself? How do you sell yourself? Whether you are selling yourself through your CV, your cover letter, your portfolio, LinkedIn, ability to sell is a life skill. Number one life skill. I always tell people that I can sell ice to an Eskimo and they will buy it. You know why? I have mastered the art of selling. The only reason why I constantly attract opportunities through LinkedIn is I know the language of selling myself on that platform. That is what I did. The framework I teach on the GOP, that's a global opportunity for professionals. That's with experience. That's my advanced program. It's about building a profile that sells you on LinkedIn. So I did like an introduction of that here. Then I now went to, okay, all the soft skills people now know that they are shouting up and down, the leadership, blah, blah, blah. I now went to teach practical steps on how to develop it and how to utilize it in the workplace. How to spot it, identify situations in which to use it or employ it, how to present itself. And the last lesson I closed it on that program was what? Remote work, because I know it is everybody's remote work. How to work in a remote team, the pros and cons, the cultural nuances. If you are working with someone in the UK, they need something now, but they'll be telling you, Gary, this is at your earliest possible time. If someone, a British person is telling you at your earliest possible time, know that they need that thing now. Do you understand? I had to put all that, like, so that you will not be saying, by the time you now get to appraisal, Jerry does not understand priorities. I told her I needed that thing at my earliest possible, and I'm like, if it's in Africa, you say, Jerry, can I have that thing now? But hello, no one taught me that. Do you understand? Like, it is a cultural nuance. It is a thing that is just because of the difference in our cultural background. And I think that was what I covered on that last lesson. The model one that is for free, Moina, please respond to that question. The model one that is for free, someone should, okay, you know what? I think I have the model. Let me find the link to the model one that is free. I train the free one where you get clarity. I'm going to drop it. And just in case you're watching this, I think we started, batch 2 is already on, batch 3 is enrolling now. This afternoon, I was starting to have a management meeting, and I told myself batch 3 is the last time we are going to subsidize it at 75%. Because the truth is, people that joined this program last year when we were still in the testing phase, they paid 300,000 naira. Yes. So when I tell people the program is subsidized, and that's why you're asking me like all this, yes, it's on that program. Why? I always say I design programs that are worth 500K. Then I subsidize it at the beginning. Because I believe that at that point, anyone that understands the value, that maybe money is their challenge, will get on it in the beginning of the program. Afterwards, every other person pays maybe half the price. When I say half the price of what I would typically charge for the program. So if you are here and you say I will join batch 4, you are going to be paying more. That one I can guarantee you. If you are not joining batch 3, you are joining batch 4. Batch 3 is enrolling. It closes on the 28th. From batch 4, we are like, you will pay more for it. This same program. So I'm replying to this thing. So I'm trying to, please, I want to take questions now because I believe I've explained that a lot. How come I can't see chats? Okay. I have watched the clarity model and have been on with the WhatsApp platform. My concern, how are the personnel assured of gaining these skills after how are they assured of gaining the skills? Or as in, I'm not sure, like Obal Agbo, like when you say, are you sure of gaining the skill? Like the learning will be what the videos, I'm not sure the you know what? Obal, there are screenshots of where is our screenshot? Let me go and find Miriam's this thing. So I would not answer that myself. I would just find you Miriam's review. When I say Miriam, Miriam is a member of batch 1. So what Miriam did was send me just wait, why am I saying that? There's no point in me talking plenty talk. Miriam is a member of batch 1 who sent me, she sent me a review from the batch 1 destined on May 8th. So I'm just going to share that screen with you to answer your question so that at least she's the receiver. I am the teacher. The Miriam is the receiver. This Miriam Adeyinka person. She's the receiver. So she'll be able to tell you whether she learned or not. So here is what Miriam said. I hope you can see the screen. I don't know if you can see the screen. Let me zoom it in. No. Hey. Okay. I think that's it. Miriam said, I am through with my lessons. I'm excited for a great teacher, Dr. AAA. Thanks for quenching my thirst. Thanks for being real. Thanks for being factual with us. May the Almighty reward you abundantly. This course is worth more than the charge. The lessons were well arranged and well thought. The workshop parts are top notch. The quiz part spiced it up, and the live workshop crowned it all. The course is an all-rounder because it doesn't only teach values, it also teaches morals. Module 1, I took my personality step, which helped me to identify who I am and my strengths and my weaknesses and my parts. In Module 2, I learned the tools that can help me ease work, especially Google tools. The one I'm familiar with, I learned more about, and the ones I've never heard of. And the ones I've never heard of, I practice to get to know them. In Module 3, I learned about life-saving apps like Canva, Grammarly, Zoom, streaming to YouTube, streaming to LinkedIn and YouTube, blah, blah. Then in Module 4, before the course, I only used ChatGPT to prepare my lesson notes. I think Miriam is a teacher because if she's saying lesson notes, not knowing that it could do more than that, I've added ChatGPT to the list of my close friends because I have learned how to use it for different tasks. In Module 5, it is about planning. Before, I used to plan in my head. Writing it down was a huge task for me, but that's no more. I now create my to-do list, and this has helped me to cure the unnecessary headache I used to have. Then in Module 6, I learned how to sell myself, the difference between a cover letter and a CV, how to update my LinkedIn profile to attract employers, and also my portfolio. In Module 7, this module took me to the global space, what to do and not to do while working globally. It also helped me to understand the remote work is all about and its pros and cons. I didn't regret taking this course because it offered me more than what I expected. Then she said something that really warmed my heart. She said, I used to take online courses, but the SALT and Life Skill course of the SFW Academy is the only online course that has given me satisfaction. That was what Miriam said. So I'm going to share a new screen back, as in the formal screen back. I wanted you to see that because that's the only way. And one of the major things, as in fact, right now, the only thing I'll show you is the knowledge, right? There are 6 major elements. There are 6 major elements that ensures people learn on this program. One is just the coursework, that is the lessons that I just showed you, those lessons that I was talking about, right? We have projects. Let me share Google Classroom with you. I'll share another screen with you. So that person is saying, look, I've lectured at university. So what it means is I'm an educator. So for me, beyond the knowledge, I always ask, what is the best experience to learning? Right? How do you learn? Like what delivers true learning? So what I did with this program was beyond the knowledge. What is the learning experience? Like I said, I did research on how to deliver this for 3 years on 9 different demographics, not humans. Demographic meaning man, woman, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, jam by someone that did not finish secondary school. And they all learned and got employed. All. I have a 17-year-old that went through the program, an 18-year-old, someone that did not finish secondary school, an MSc holder, someone that had worked for several years in marketing and took a career break, an entrepreneur that took a break to come and like I tested it across different people. And is this for everyone? Is this useful for everyone? And yes, all of them. The only person I tested this particular, in fact, I've tested on an artisan, an electrician. Yeah, electrician. Like, can this help you improve the quality of your life and progress in your career? Yes. That electrician is not currently employed like in the tech space. So like for me, I always say like, I don't come here and come and read. If I don't know it, I don't know it. I will tell you I don't know it. I'll go and ask. But if I know it, I'm very certain of what I've put out. I don't put out fluff. If you watch my free, you watch the free, this thing. Like I just showed you now, I said the free is on the course. So what it means is the quality of the free is the same, like is on the course. So why am I showing you this? I want to show you something. There's a workplace foundational skills program. So because on the course, I taught them by the beginning of lesson module 2, I taught them how to use Google Tools. So their classroom support is on Google Classroom. So by day 3, when they start learning Google Tools, the major challenge in our educational system is because it's not immersive. When I say it's not immersive, they give you knowledge, you are not immersed in the knowledge. So it is not reflecting, it is not changing your life. By day 3, when people get into my program, whether they like it or not, whether they are techie or not, I would have built in systems that I will tell you, like, I want to show you something, the schedule. So you understand what I'm saying? Their schedule, right? I would have made it in such a way that their learning process will ensure that they have to learn it. Because I will tell them, let me give you one of the assignments I give them. I will tell them to go to, what is it calling it? I will tell them to create an email, set up that email, and it is that email that I will use to enroll them in Google Classroom. So it means that if you don't deliver on that project, you will not get into the support community. So I wanted to show you this. Like you see, they are day 1. You will learn in lesson 1. We give them this schedule. You will see that some of the students are in this schedule. Like I can see that they're in this schedule right now. They are viewing it. So what we do is ensure that I'm not just teaching you skill. You are using the skill in the program. I think on lesson 5, that was day 3, Google Tools, Gmail, right? So they start learning by Thursday. By Sunday, you must have created email for me. An email that you will set up properly and you will put your sign off under it. You know why? If you don't create it, I want to show you their Google Classroom. All of them, you must create that email. If you don't create that email, you cannot get into this Google Classroom. See an example of what I'm saying. All of them have emails as their name, skills behind it. It is the email they created on this program, day 4 of this program. Because if they don't create that email and send it to us to enroll them in this classroom, the new email, and I know that nobody would have come into this program having that kind of email, their name and skills. They didn't have it before. So I have designed the program in such a way that it is immersive. You learn it. I will make sure I give you tasks on the program to do it. Now, I think for me, the highlight of this program, apart from the structure in which we put, if you want to understand what I'm saying, there's the onboarding of batch one. The onboarding of batch one is on YouTube. You can go and watch it. So you can see how I onboarded them, because when I'm onboarding them, I have to teach them how to use the platforms that will occur on the program. You can watch their onboarding. It's on our YouTube channel, right? Their onboarding to, I'll make it public, the onboarding to batch two. I'll put it on our YouTube channel so you understand. Like, it is currently private. I'll make it public. Just find iTrain Africa, onboarding of batch two. I'll find the link, drop it somewhere here before we go. So you see the onboarding. I don't want to spend too much time explaining this thing. We have live projects. That live project is in their Google Classroom. I'm trying to find a replay of it, right? That live project, apart from the project that we give them that they have to submit to, me now, I'm the assessor. We have an assessor that assesses their destiny. Can you see it? They submit assignments, we grade it, we return it back to them. Do you understand me? We return it back to them. And it turned in missing. Those are the assignments we graded. There's projects that you will do. Why? I don't care. Like, I'm not concerned about, I'm concerned more about implementation, because it is in the implementation that you will become skilled. So during our live project, which is twice on the program, on this workplace, on week 3 and on week 5. So we have project that is not live. You do it individually. I know the beautiful part. You'll be asking me, why did I use Google Classroom? Why I'm not? It is only the first one before they create their email, the first assignment for that module 1 that they will submit on Telegram. Why? People be copying people's assignment. I said, you came to my program, you are copying people. You think I'm your school, you think I'm your university, that you be copying people. Just like you've done it. The aim of my program is employability, not for you to say you've done it. So, but Google Classroom, it is only me that can see somebody's assignments. Another person cannot see another person's assignment. So you will do it. You will do it. I say, I designed the program to change your life, not for you to say, I have certificate, I learned, I have soft skill certificates. It is to change your life. Then I say, I used all my years of international and local experience to design this. I have seen how best programs are designed. Harvard programs, case-based international MBAs. That is how I designed this program. Interactive. They will come on live projects. I wish I could find a live project that they did. I put them in Zoom, breakout rooms, assign them like 5, 6 people this thing. You will do a project live. Let me go and find that project, like a project I give them. Case-based. It is not what is leadership. God forbid. I cannot give you that kind of thing on this program. It is, you are in a work organization. This happened. Now, create a flyer for your retreat, set up Zoom meeting. Like, they will do it right there on Zoom live. They don't see that project before, and they will deliver it in 1 hour, 15 minutes. That is to show you that they did not just learn. Like, they are able to use it to do work. Like, I don't give them that project before they come. I design it like a case study and give it to them in their team, and they do it. So all their ability to collaborate, coordinate, to do division of labor, to design this thing, I am testing it in a live workshop. And no, they don't have the exam tension, because why? The program first spots them. Before we do live workshop, they've done several assignments that they've turned in. So for me, my friend just kept saying, Dre, what you designed is good. I said, I know. Because I know this is what people need. I don't need enough of I have certificate in soft skill. It is rubbish. Do you understand me? Certificates will not get you anything. Me, I know that one. Oluwaseun Akinpelu said, Doctor, if I take the course, am I getting a tech skill and a soft skill that will land me remote job? Thank you. That is your question. So I don't know when you joined Oluwaseun, but I said there are 2 categories of skills that lands people job. Sheon, did you join from the beginning? I explained that 2 categories of skill that will land you job, hard skill and soft skill. Now, even if I design this workplace foundational skills program as a soft skill program, but like I said, on one of their lessons, what I did was I told them, if the only thing you want to do in this academy is to take this foundational program, you can use it to do 7 different types of job. This skill alone, as in this workplace foundation. Why? You can use to do customer care, virtual assistant, admin assistant, something, any job that does not need to say, oh, I can operate. Like, it is not, of course, you cannot take this program and say, I want to go and use to, as in, become a coding person. Do you understand? Because that is a art skill that is specific in terms of you need to know how to code. You need to know how to program. No, you cannot use to learn that kind of job. You cannot say, I did not learn code and you want to go and start developing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Things that are specialty based. You cannot say, oh, I learned Dr. Aderinisola soft skill this thing because she told me that I used to do both soft skill and hard skill job. I'll go and become a doctor in the hospital. You cannot do it because those are specific to that industry. But if the job is a kind of job that you will do it with transferable skill sets, let me share another screen with you. If you are going to do that job with transferable skill set, meaning that the requirement, look, Akinpelu, did you watch the free this thing? If you watch the free, you will understand what I'm saying, that if you go to LinkedIn and you read through the job, and the job is not asking for a specific, can you do, like all the things that they are asking you for are the things that are covered in this thing, you can do that job. Meaning that this particular WFS program can serve you both as a soft skill and a hard skill, depending on the job. A hard skill is like what? Like, this is what I am, a customer service, I'm an admin assistant. Do you understand? Meaning that all the things you learn on this program, is it enough to do that role? If it is enough, and what are these examples? Which is, I said, let me share a new screen with you. When I was taking them on the program, right, I showed them, I think that was module, I'm trying to figure out now, module 6, lesson 7, the business of selling your soft skills and finding job. There was a lesson on that. There was a lesson on that. That particular lesson was saying that you can do 7 types of job with this soft skill program. But you cannot wake up and say, I learned this particular workplace foundational program, I want to go and do project management. Because why? Project management is probably like, there are things that in that profession that you need to know. Do you understand me? But you can take this particular one and go and do program coordination, because all the things, like in module 6 of it, I thought about structuring, like how you structure a program, implementation sheet and this. So there are certain rules that you can do with learning what is in this program. And that is what I taught in that particular lesson. Let me find it. Just give me a minute. Let me see if I can. This particular lesson, this slide. I don't know if I play it, if it will play. I said you can become an executive assistant, a virtual assistant, a customer service representative, an online educator, and a course assessor, a program coordinator, a community manager. The person that is assessing the first people on this thing, he went through this program for me to employ him as an assessor. Why? Because what I need him to assess is their ability to use all these tools. And because he has gone through it and this thing, I employed him in my academy because he has gone through this program. My tech support person, Aisha, same thing. Do you understand? Moina, my relationship manager, which is what they call customer service remedy, same thing. My program coordinator, Ganiya, this thing, same thing. My community manager, she also went through a course at school for virtual assistant, same thing. So there are some roles that even if the only thing you do in this academy is WFS, that you can use it to get, that means that even if I am selling this to you as a soft skill program, there are some roles that it's the soft skills you gained here is the hard skill of that particular program. Do you understand me? So if someone knows now that, oh, I want to be able to work remotely as a virtual assistant, If they take only workplace foundational, but if somebody knows that, oh, I want to do project management or product management, I would say, take the soft skill program, that is a workplace foundational program. Then in our technical school, take the other course that is for that particular thing. Do you understand me now, Akinpelu? Let me take other people's questions. Adegunwa said, good afternoon, ma'am. Please, you should drop your question if you're in Bashu on the group. I'm sorry to drop this here, but I need your input. The Canva is not allowing me to download the link. Your question is far from being clear. You are talking about Canva for design. I mean creation of flyer with Zoom. You cannot be creating a flyer with Zoom. Zoom is for meeting. Adegunwa, your question is far from being clear. The Canva is not allowing me to download the link. Your question is far from being clear. You may please go to the tech support channel. First thing I would say is watch the lesson. I'm not sure of what you are trying to achieve. Adegunwa, maybe you should drop it on the support channel on Telegram and someone is going to attend to you. Classes start for batch 3 in June. June 3. Sanusi Abila says, what's the current price? For batch 1, 2, 3, we subsidize by 75% for the WFA, that is Workplace Foundational Skills Program, which is called the Soft Skills Program. It's currently at 37,625. That's $40. After this batch is going up. If I register now, will I get tech skills and soft skills? Okay, I've already answered that. So the school, Skilled for Work Academy, offers soft skill program, which is Workplace Foundational Skills Program, and technical skills such as project management, product management in the technical school. We've not started, as in, we have facilitators for those ones. So if you register for the global career path, which is one of our models, as in, when I say our models, if you register for Workplace Foundational Skills, that is soft skills alone, it means that that's what you are getting. If you register for the art skill, which is any art skill, it means you're in the global career path. Let me find that thing so you understand what I'm saying. Or you go to the Skill for Work program, as in all these things are like detailed there, right? All these things are detailed. So if you register for a soft skill and the art skill, it's called global career path. What that simply means is, and also when it is starting, when it is stopping, everything is on this page, so you would be able to see it. Well, what am I saying? Like if you register for the global career path, it means that you are taking soft skill and hard skill. That is what it means. I want to take a soft skill in whatever, project management, product management. We have like 3, 4 courses that we are starting in June, right? So you'll be able to decide. So there are people that have paid us for both work, soft skill and technical skill, and for internship, because that is another gap that exists in this industry. Like I put this on our page, you should go and read it all. It says the employability, like what you need for employability is this formula that you can see on my screen right now. This formula, educational degree, 5%. That is what it carries in the employability space. Soft skills carries 30%. Your hard skill, that is hard skill or technical skill. Hard skill covers everything, whether it is technical or non-technical. That is why you call it hard skill. Then experience, which could be volunteering, internship, or work experience, covers 35% of what the employer is requiring of you. So if you have education, it doesn't matter the level of education, it's just 5%. Soft skills, 30%. So if what you have is I'm a project manager and you have education, all you have is 35%, which is a failure. F mark. F mark. And when I say experience, relevant experience. I've been doing 5 years of finance, but you want to start doing digital marketing, you don't have experience. You don't have relevant experience. Do you understand me? So relevant experience is what counts when it comes to employability. Relevant experience. I've done 10 years in finance. I want to now go and do data analysis. You don't have relevant experience. Do you understand me? So ask yourself, if you're in this core, what do I have? 5% education, okay? You don't have soft skill. That's when you don't have 30%. You don't have art skill. You don't, well, let's say, oh, I want to work in the academic space. I did microbiology. I want to start lecturing for it. That means you have 5% and you have 30% because you already have knowledge, maybe not even skills. So for that lady that did project management in school, what she has is 5% education. She doesn't have the skills in the project management. She has 5% education. Do you understand? She doesn't have experience, relevant experience. She doesn't have soft skills because she has never worked remotely or even in person before. So even if a degree seems like a really big deal, it's not a big deal in the employability. They say everybody has a degree. Do you understand me? So please go and read it. I know you have gone to school. Like everybody has gone to school. So it is no more a major. Let's be clear. Like, oh, I have a degree, I'm a graduate. It is no more a major. It's like saying I have school certs. So let's be very, very clear. Score yourself in the above. Then we can know how to go about it. So, no, you cannot tell me I should not let the garage grow. It's currently subsidized. And I said why I said it was subsidized. It is subsidized. See it here. It's even on the flyer. So that someone will not come and tell me, but you said, it is subsidized at 75%. I can show you what people paid last year, 300,000 naira. So it is subsidized at 37,625. So you have till now till 28. By the 1st of next month is going up. What other question? Please don't let the price go up. You answered my previous question. I didn't answer your previous question, Akinpelu. That's what I'm saying. There's an internship model, not on this program. There is an internship model. The workplace foundational skill does not come with internship. So if you go to our skilled for work page, please, Akinpelu, you need to read up on that page. One of the things that I teach people on this program is their ability to research. It is key for me. I always say, if you want to take something, just take 5 minutes, go through the page. Let me drop the link of the page. All these questions are answered on this page, this skilled for work page. I will drop it. Everything is on the page. So, like I said, there are 3 major things. I've got the link of the page, right? Someone says, is there certificate after completion? There is certificate. Claudia, did you join me late? Certificate is not should not be your primary concern. See, can you see there's certificate on this thing? Once you complete it, this issue certificate. Certificate should not be your concern, Claudia. Nobody cares about your certificate. I have 3 degrees in certificates. Do you understand me? No one cares about your certificate anymore. The question should be around the skills I obtain. How does it translate to work? Claudia, no one cares about the certificates. Nobody. If it was about certificates, Claudia, every graduate here should have work. In fact, good work, international remote work. The question should be like, I have certificates. Why don't I still get employed? If it was about certificates. So when people ask me that, I said, certificate is a paper showing that you have the knowledge in your head. It doesn't show me that you have skills. Certificate is telling me that you have knowledge in your head. How does your knowledge help me do the work? Do you understand, Claudia? So the first thing I did when I came here was to help you understand what is important. So you don't invest your energy or don't make career development decisions that are based on what you don't need. Do you understand me? When you say modules, so on this academy, The Workplace Foundational Skills Program is what I call the soft skills program, which is technically not because it contains digital skills, life skills, and everything like that. Is what, see it here. This is the program. I was playing it here. Can you see it? You can see it. Can you see all these things? It has all these lessons in it. I'm sure people are going to say, are you sure all these lessons is what you, as in, I will pay 37,625 for? Yes. Which is why I kept saying it's a subsidized program. It is a subsidized program. All these digital tools, yes, it's what you are paying 37,625 for. All this, can you see this? Is what you are paying 37,625 for. Look at the left of my design. I want to show you the curriculum. And you can go to that page. You will see like everything is listed. You will see the curriculum is on the Workplace Foundational Skills Program page. Yes, you can pay now and join the subsequent batches. Someone did that, or as in, not someone, people have done that already. Patricia, did you attend the onboarding? You can't join the next batch. You need to start your program. This is just week 1. You need to start your program. You can't join the next batch. You need to start your lessons. The moment they added it to the support group, you are already in that batch. If you want to join another batch, you pay the same money for that batch. Because the support is a bonus on the program. All the support we are rendering, all that Telegram, marking your assignment and things like that, it is a bonus on the program. Do you understand? I'm confused. I need someone to talk to me to understand which course to pay for. So I get this question a lot. So I'm going to take you through the sales page to answer that question. So Workplace Foundational Skills. I explained at the beginning of this program that when I was explaining these skills, let me show you this. There are 2 major things you need. You need the hard skill and a soft skill. Now, a hard skill, you can go and say, I want to learn digital marketing from another academy. I want to learn product management. I want to, whatever it is you want to learn. That one is common. But me, I'm telling you that the other part of the skill that the employers need, you will not find it anywhere apart from SFW. Which is why I always tell people that take Workplace Foundational Skill and start, because it doesn't matter what you want to do. Which is why I say we are putting out this content tomorrow. Like what you need. What exactly is the employability? What do you need for it? You need the knowledge, the ability, the skills, and the traits. So what I did with Workplace Foundational Skills is I covered the traits, the aptitude, then a part of the skills. You see this? Like this. If it is about the knowledge, they can get it from whatever. Go and watch YouTube. A product manager does, you can get it. What you will not get is the traits, like real life example of how they want you to act. The soft skills. So what I am offering you is the gap that exists in your development, which has to do with the workplace foundationals, which now has to do with various things, because under workplace foundational program or workplace foundational skills, digital skills is one aspect, soft skill is one aspect, life skill is one aspect. These are attributes. Do you understand me? They are different things that constitute the foundational skills you need at work. It is how you work. How do you deliver the work? So everyone that is here, it doesn't matter whether you are a professional, you need that one standard. Now, the question is now, I don't have a hard skill. Like I don't have a named skill. I'm not a digital marketer. I'm not a product manager. I'm not anything. I don't have a title. I'll now say, okay, after you have done the foundational, you can now proceed to the technical school, which is where we now have product management, this and that. If you go there, you will see that on that page. You will now see all the other things we have. There is that page on that Skilled for Work page. This one. That's why I said at the beginning of this thing, like, if I wanted to just sell, come and buy product management and not help you explain what you need, it is easy for me to sell it because you already know it. Project management, it is easy. But iTrain Africa is a social enterprise. What does that mean? Like our KPI, that's a key performance indicator, is the impact. Will your life change? Or you just have another certificate? Or you just, I did project management with this thing. Are these courses valuable? Yes, absolutely. My project management facilitator is UK-based, 20 plus years of experience in product and project management. The one that is taking projects, yes. The one that is taking product management in my technical school is based in Australia. She was still chatting to me today. Darren, let's have a meeting next to this thing. I'm going to Melbourne now. Several years of experience. I don't bring academics to come and teach, even if I'm an academic. Why? I need people with experience in my program to come and teach this other one. So all this, so if you are now looking to say, I want to transition career, whether as a professional, or I am just starting off my career and I want to get into the tech space, what can I do? That question is answered on the clarity model. What is the clarity model? The free one, the one I gave you free access to. Let me show you again. This one, module 1, this one, where I showed you what? 5 lessons. 5 lessons that I said your mindset, personality. So if you come to me and say, Doc, I've heard you, I will take the foundational this thing. Now, I want to do soft skill, which is a foundational, hard skill, and internship. I'll now tell you, based on what you did in lesson 1, your personality and some other things, tell me about it. Then I can tell you, oh, do product management, because the technical skills we do in our the programs, the different career paths, whether it is product management, they are all globally in demand. There are several jobs for it on LinkedIn, thousands of jobs. So anything you see in my technical school that is a career path, whether it is product management, project management, they are all in demand. That is why I'm even teaching it in the technical school. But it is not your 37,600 that covers the technical school. So if you want to take a technical program, that is what we now call the GCP, that is the Global Career Paths. Please, everyone that is here, take time to go through this page. I explain everything like you would understand it. It won't take you more than 3 minutes. Go through this. Do you understand me? So if you now say, oh, I have taken soft skill, now I think I need to change my career path to whatever. You will now say, go to this page under the technical skill, whatever. You will see the programs we offer there that is starting June. Can you see this? Can you see? You now understand that, okay, I need the soft skill. It doesn't matter what I want to do. Let me start the soft skill program, which comprises of digital skills, life skills, and soft skills, and the traits. You will now say the technical school. Let me see the programs they have. Maybe I should take the, based on whatever it is your this thing, like all these things, they are highly in demand. Let's first establish that. It doesn't matter what you take here. It is highly in demand. I did my research before I say, okay, let's create programs in it. Do you understand? And now said, okay, if you want to take this, there is what we call the Global Career Paths model. What does that mean? It simply means this is the global career path I want to do, meaning I will take the foundational skills as a soft skill, then I will now join one hard skill with it. And there are 2 ways you can do it. We call the first one the flex, meaning you take the soft skill, WFS, that is Workplace Foundational Skill Program, and you take any technical skill out of those 5, like that are here, or 4. Do you understand? You now say, okay, Doc, I have understood in your work formula, employability formula, you say it is 30% soft skill, 30% hard skill, and 35% experience. What are you doing at SFW to ensure that I can complement that? I now said what I did when I started this program was, if you are taking the GCP Pro, that is a Global Career Prep Pro, it means you are taking 6 weeks of soft skill, 6 weeks of hard skill. It doesn't matter the hard skill, whether it is project management, product management, whatever it is you take from the technical school. Then you are doing 8 weeks of virtual or hybrid internship with us or our partner ops. So why is it our recommended model? Why is it my recommended model? Like I said, I am here to fill a gap. What are the 2 major gaps in the employability market that every time you go to an interview makes you feel is what? That soft skill, that is how to work, and the experience. You see the middle one, there are a lot of courses out there that is tackling the middle one. Oh, come and learn digital marketing. Come and learn this thing. Come and learn coding. They are all tackling technical skill. But I said there is still a gap in this market. You help people get technical skill. 30% of what the employer is asking. They have 5% before from the academic. Let them join 5% and 30% together. Add this is 35%. 35% is F9. So what SFW did was, okay, the 30% that they need in the workplace foundational, that is there. You take that one. You can take that one, decide to even say your technical skill, you go to another academy to achieve it. It doesn't matter if you don't want to take any of the programs in the technical skill. But I would not push you to me or my partner if you have not done my WFX, that is a soft skill program. Why? Because that particular program is how you work, not necessarily the technical thing you want to offer. Meaning that if I was to be posting you to a partner, I have promised that partner that you know how to work. And how to work is based on the foundational skills you got on the WFS. So if you like, come to me right now and tell me, I learned coding from this thing, I can do coding, I will tell you, I would not give you I would not post you for internship. Why? You may know your technical skill well, but you don't know how to work. Do you understand it? Which is why I say it doesn't matter what you want to do. Everybody that would ever get to my internship stage under the GCP Pro must have taken WFS, because that is the only thing that guarantees me that that tech bro or that product manager will attend meeting, check Google Calendar, will structure things well when how they work, how they deliver their work is more important in the international scene than the work you are delivering. When I was working internationally, they say, oh, Jerry, can you reach out to our partners and want to send them an email? The content of that email is not as important as the language I used in delivering it. Oh, did you say warmly? Did you use our fonts? Did you use our this? Is our color consistent? All those things are under foundational. So whereas I would be thinking the most important thing on that job was my program coordination abilities, which is my title skill. No. It is how I deliver the job that was more important. I said it on this page. For remote work, 85% of your success on that job is your soft skills. See it here. There's a Harvard statistics backing it. 85%. So when you keep seeing me shout, take the workplace foundational skills program, it is not because like I am doing all this to raise awareness about how important it is. For me, it is easier to sell the technical skills. You say, do project management. It is easy. You've heard it before, so I don't have to shout so much. But the question is, does it help me get you employable remotely? No. Because you will still lack how to work, which is the foundational. And that is the major problem with our educational system. That's the major problem. So I hope everyone that is here, please, I left for prayers at 4 p.m. What have I missed? This thing will be on our YouTube channel. You can watch it. Please, how do I join the support group? Because I need to join a class starting on 3rd of June. I'm not sure what support group, like when you register for the program, when the program starts, they add you to the support group. So that's another question. You want to pay instrumentally for the WFS or for the GCP Pro? The GCP Pro is the one that has soft skill, technical skill, and internship. So there's instrumental payment plan for that one. So for the what is it called? WFS like 37,006. That is just like a one-time payment, but people take what we call pay-as-you-go program. So there are people on this program right now that they want the soft skill program, the WFS. They want hard skill, any hard skill that they are choosing, and they want to get posted for internship so that they can have 8 weeks of work experience. So one of the things we've asked our partners to do is at the end of that, they are posting, they will give them recommendation letter to say they don't work and everything. And if you are here, you will know how important that thing is. You will know how important that thing is. Very important, extremely important. So if you're asking me, okay, I've learned technical, whatever it is you learned from somewhere, can you just give me the internship? I cannot. If you like, bring the 500,000, I will not. You know why? There was a lady that came to our house and I said, I know all these things. I can do all this. I think I have both soft skill and hard skill. Like all I just need is an internship. And I'll give her 4 different questions. I said, Madam, have you worked collaboratively on Miro before? He said, what is Miro? I moved to the next question. I said, ma'am, if I had to, hold a LinkedIn event and you are supposed to be my content or whatever it is, tech admin, can you, set up a LinkedIn event, custom URL and everything? He said, oh, wow. That's when she started saying, oh, wow. I said, okay. I said, ma, I needed to get me a portfolio. I need to go to maybe Lagos State government to go and do this thing. I need a portfolio, this, and she was like, what is that? I smiled. I said, okay, ma, this one now, I asked her 4 different things. She was like, doc, I truly do not know anything. I said, now I need to ask you so that you will know that I have worked in public sector doing what? Where they don't work remotely, they don't work agile, they don't, they don't use all these things. And you are telling me you have the soft skill. You could be, I've worked for 7 years and not be able to work remotely because you don't have the skills that will support remote work. It's that simple. So your experience will not even count in that regard because you still don't know it. So please, everyone that is here, take a look very well at this curriculum. You can come back here to this curriculum. If you know in your heart that all the things, 78 lessons on this program, the foundational this thing, you cannot tell yourself that you can do everything that is here. Like everything that is here. You cannot do it in a work environment. This is the best time for you to jump on WFS. Like I said, even if I take it to 300K that people paid last year, people will pay for it because you can't find this anywhere else. That's just the truth. People will pay for it. You can't find it anywhere else. So there's that I always say there's a reason I always subsidize. When people tell me when is the next, I say there's always the next one. This program is going to be forever. Do you understand? There's always the next one. But you will pay more. I kept saying it, I'm going to subsidize this program at the beginning. I'll subsidize this program at the beginning and all that stuff. So batch 1 has done, batch 2 is currently in class, batch 3 is enrolling. By June 1, 12:01 a.m., it's moving up. So yeah. Please, how do I join the support group? Like I said, please, I left for prayers. Okay, there'll be a replay. Can we access the recorded version of today's teaching later? Yes, it's on YouTube. I'm streaming it on YouTube. When does GCP start? So GCP has already started in the sense that what does GCP contain? GCP contains a workplace foundational program. Do you understand? That is what it contains. So GCP contains a workplace foundational program. Add skill and do you understand? So the workplace foundational program has already started 6 weeks. The moment they stop this, we will start the technical skills school. Do you understand? We start the technical, like the project and blah, blah. So now once that 6 weeks is done, so the GCP program is like a soft skill 6 weeks, hard skill 6 weeks, internship 8 weeks. So when you say when it starts, that means it has started from the WFS. So there are people on the GCP program right now that the first thing they did was last month, they paid for only the WFS, that is the soft skill parts, so that they can start, so that they will start the hard skill and they are able to go for posting in August. Do you understand? So the GCP has started. So someone asked me that if I did now join last batch, if I join June batch, can I do it concurrently? And I said yes. So if, for instance, you still want to join GCP program and be able to go for internship by that, whatever, what it means is you would have to do your soft skill program and your hard skill concurrently. That is, by the time we start June, this thing, you will start your soft skill program, you'll be taking it, and by the time we start the other technical skill, you'll be taking them concurrently. Do you understand? Because that is it. This thing, the technical skill only opens 3 times a year. But the workplace foundational skill is, we currently open it once in a month, but I'm going to shift that. After June batch, I'm not doing a July batch. I'll probably do a August batch after June. I'm not doing a July batch. Yeah, I have my premium program for professionals, that is the GOP, Global Opportunities Program, where I teach professionals with experience how to attract opportunities using LinkedIn. Holds in July. So I think I'm going to concentrate on them in the month of July. So I may not do a July batch for the soft skills program. So after this June is probably, yeah. So GCP Flex is it 75, 625 or something like that? I don't know, it's like 70, like it's the price of each hard skill as at now when it is subsidized. Like each technical skill is the same thing as soft skill, like 37,625. So if you are taking this thing, you can see it on my screen, and you can go to this page to go and look at it. So soft skill plus one hard skill without the internship. Some people have paid for that and say, okay, when it is time for the internship, I'll balance up. Do you understand? So some people are doing pay as you go. Pay as you go means they paid for soft skill. This month, they will pay for hard skill. When it is time for the internship, they will balance the money, this thing. Some people are doing it like they started it 2 months ago. They are doing pay as you go. So they pay the first 37,625 for soft skill, pay the under 37,625 for hard skill. Then they are balancing this thing. So if that is, people took that option. Note, if you are taking that option, your first payment and your last payment must be within 3 months. Like it must be within 3 months. You cannot pay and say, I paid in January for soft skill. I'll pay hard skill in December. 2025 June, I'll now come and balance, you will have to pay the full price of the GCP, that is Global Career Path Pro. So this is one model, that is one hard skill, one soft skill. That is what we call GCP Flex. But if you are taking the entire this thing, which is what my recommended model, especially if you don't have a named, like you want to get into the no-code tech space, you want to take a career path, like you want to take as a start your career path in one of these things that we offer in the technical skill. So this is my recommended. That's it. It will encompass the soft skill program, one of the hard skill and internship. That is the one that is 161,250. Then if it is just I'm taking WFS and one of the hard skills, it is 75,250. Like I said, it is like double the price of, as in 37,625, 37,625. That's what it is. What are the technical skills in GCP? I think I talked about that here. So please, just in case this thing, because there's a new development now, even if we would have paid, I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow. For the ones that are starting in June, we are going to be taking this thing out because our communication with the facilitators for them to deliver the level of work that I want them to deliver, we won't be having program coordination in this June, and we won't be having, what's it called? Program coordination. By tomorrow, I know the one that we are starting by June for the technical school is project management and product management. Those are the ones that I know that I've seen where they are with the level of work in this thing. So the other ones, I would have to communicate. And that's the thing about me. I'm a kind of person, I reach out to my people this night that once I have a management meeting tomorrow, and I decide I'll reach out to people that have paid for this program and say, just in case the reason you paid for GCP is digital, as in whatever it is I'm removing that is starting at a later date, if that person cannot wait, we give them their money. Like I said, it's a subsidized program. You can't go and you paid me 37,650 to do project management, like, or do you understand? Like, it's not that deep for me. It's a subsidized program. So I'll reach out to them and explain things to them that, like I said, because I'm a very detailed person, I'm more concerned about the results of the end user. So I look deeply into, like, will this achieve the result I want for me at the end of the day? So I'm already asking myself, like, I will need to stagger some of these programs that are listed here. So, but will they still come up? Yes. Will they still come up? Yes. Like, those programs will still come up, only that it is not starting with the Jumba. So I'm staggering the start date because of the facilitator progress on those programs. But project management is starting, product management is starting, this thing, that one I'm setting off. And I know at least either of digital marketing or content creation is starting in this June, one of them. But program coordination is not starting, that one I'm setting off. So it is either this or that will start. And you can read more about the programs there's a page for them. Ma, I work offshore, 2 weeks at work and 2 weeks at home. Can I meet up with the training? Please, note, these trainings are online. The courses are online. So when you say offshore, Idris, I'm not sure. Do you have 1 hour of free time to yourself during the day and internet connection? Those are the 2 things I will need to ask, because let me show you, like, we created a schedule let me show you the schedule. We created a schedule for people, that's this WFS, that's a foundational program. So this is the schedule. So typically this takes about 1 hour. It takes about 1 hour. What? Okay, that's fine. So the lessons are pre-recorded. The knowledge is pre-recorded. So, and of course, the support channel, whether it is Google Classroom, say Google Classroom here, you can turn in your assignment at any time, right? So we give you, so it's a very flexible program. We only support you on day 1, we need you to do this. On day 2, we need you to do this. On day 3, we need you to do this. Like, this is a schedule. Like I say, week 1, batch 2, week 2, like this is what they need to do on certain days. So an average of 1 hour, like the lessons, for instance, now let's say this lesson they are like about 20 minutes long lessons. So in a day, if we give you 3 lessons, it means that 1 hour is what you need to study. And you may need another 30 minutes to implement setting up this thing. Because if I say, go and create your email, so you will probably need 30 minutes to create an email, for instance, like this lesson. This particular lesson, 5 Google tools, is create your Gmail accounts as your name. Let's say your name now is Idris something. You say idrisskills@gmail.com. You will send it to us. We'll onboard you into Google Classroom. Then you can submit your assignment and things like that. Another question I've seen people ask a lot is, if I'm working, can I take it? 80% of the people on our batches right now are working. You know why? They now understand, like, and I'm not joking, 80% of people on the program are working, because most of them want to be able to transit to flexible work. And this program, if you ever want to work remotely, you need this program. It will support you, like, it will help you have that thing of how to work remotely. If you ever want to work remotely, you need this program. And I repeat, you won't find my curriculum in another place. And you won't find it on Google. What's the mode of learning? How long do you have access to this thing? So the lessons, you have 1 year to the lessons. That's the one on this thing. How long? So please, this mode of learning, again, it is answered on our sales page. The mode of learning is, let me share that screen. Mode of learning, like I said, I explained everything explainable. So there are 5 major platforms. Let me share the screen so that you can understand. So the mode of learning, you learn, your lessons are delivered on Google Classroom. Your lessons are delivered on what? On Google Classroom. Sorry, did I say Google Classroom? Like your support is on Google Classroom. Your lessons are on our learning management system. And it's a learning management system. That's our website that has, this is our learning management system, for instance, like our website, blah, 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 blah. That's our learning management system. So your lessons are there. Can you see it? They are pre-recorded lessons. That's the number one thing. Pre-recorded lessons. So you come there at your convenient time, whether it is in the middle of the night, you're in transit to work in the morning, you plug it to your ears, you listen, you learn. Now, number 2 platform, the one I came from, or number 2 platform is Telegram. What happens on Telegram? Announcements, interactions, testimonials. It's just that it's unfortunate I can't see. So another thing is for you to have a better testing. When I did onboarding, let me find that thing on our YouTube channel. Let me see our YouTube. Let me find this thing on our YouTube channel, the onboarding of the previous batch. So the second thing is always what's it called? Telegram, where interactions and all those things take place. I'm looking for the onboarding of the previous, yeah, this is the one I said let me make it, I want to make this particular thing, I will make it public so you can go and see like this video is currently private. I would make it public so that you can go and see what I'm talking about. Like there are 6 different modes of learning. Self-learning, the lessons 1. So support is on Telegram and of course all the interactions and announcements. And we have another WhatsApp channel because we realize that some people just do not open. They don't open their whatever. They don't open their Telegram to listen to the announcement. So what we did is the announcements. Let me copy this link and drop it so I can go and watch. Where is it? Okay, this share, right? That's the onboarding of batch 2. You would see all these things I'm explaining there, right? So let me quickly drop it in the comment section. You can watch the onboarding so you understand how this is going to work. The onboarding of batch 2, right? That's the onboarding video of batch 2. So on the Telegram, we do announcements, interactions, technical support, because that is another thing that stops people from taking programs. So you say, I'm not techie. There's technical support. Like you can go through our page, you will see what I'm talking about when people are giving testimony about, oh, like they supported me, this one, that one, that one. So there's technical support with regards to testing. So how do you learn is on this page. And it's also on the second page that is exclusive. So there's a page. If you click this thing, click here. So if you want to learn more about technical skills program, when you get to the Skilled for Work page, click here. If you want to learn more about soft skills program, you will see a button there like, I want to learn more around the curriculum and all those things. On this primary page, there is a button. Can you see, click here to learn more? It will take you to another page that will explain only the workplace foundational skills to you. So if you are interested in the GCP Pro, it will take you to the GCP Pro page if you click on the GCP Pro page. So here is a mode of learning that you are asking about. So here is our mode of learning. What is the process of learning? Coursework is in our online school, 5 to 20 minutes long videos. That's one. It is self-paced. Then there is projects. Project or assignment. I showed you that in this thing where it's their quiz. They are not exams. I always say, if you don't do it, I won't beat you. I won't do anything to you. Do you understand? It's just to help you practice. So we have projects, right? Then we have quiz. So there's projects. There's one major project. It's called Google Projects. You will submit it on the Google Classroom, right? That one we grade it, but every other quiz we don't grade it. And even if I say I grade it, it's just for you to test how proficient you are. So then there's support community. There's quiz. There's project. That is different. Then we have live projects. There's support community. So support community is on Telegram and Google Classroom. So Telegram, people interact. Oh, like people just interact. They also drop their wins. When I say wins, I don't mean I got the job. I got the job is a win, but I'm a kind of person that I'm very process invested. I like your process improvements. Celebrate your process. Oh, I could not use Google Tools yesterday. I now check my calendar. I now schedule my things. That is a process result. Do you understand? So there are channels like that on Telegram. There are 5 major channels for interaction, for tech support, for wins and celebration, and for announcements on Telegram. It's just one group, but it has subsections. So if what you just want to do in a day, you don't want to interact, I need tech support. When you get to Telegram, you just click on the tech support and we offer tech support to you there. So there are live sessions. That one is the one that it is not self-paced. When I say live sessions, if you look at this, and if you come to this page, this particular page, I'll copy the link and drop it there. You will see it. We put our dates there so you can plan ahead. Date you need to know. For this batch, their onboarding was May 1. Their first project live session is May 15. The next project live session is June 5. Then their offboarding is this. So if you are joining the June batch and you're asking what are the dates I need to show up live? For the onboarding, you need to show up on June 3, 5 to 7 p.m. after work hours. June 17, that's a live project. We test you on the tools. We give you real life work scenario. Oh, Mr. Something owns a farm. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. Can you set up a meeting, write an agenda, all those kind of things. We teach you all these things, how to do meeting agendas, how to use AI to support yourself on your work. So with all the things we taught you, we would test it in the live workshop on Zoom. That's what takes place inside the live workshop. So after that, we now do for those of you down the GCP Pro, there's an internship this thing. So yeah. And another thing, the bonus is tested curriculum. I know my audience. We've tested this curriculum for 3 years. So it works, if that is what you're asking. Of course, the supportive community is another thing. The networking opportunities, then there's one that we are doing for this batch one as a bonus. We've not even told them. It's at the offboarding we are telling them. So because I already started talking to certain partners who are saying, oh, Darren, based on what you are teaching on your program, we believe the quality of people who are coming from your academy is the right fit for organization. So I said, okay, if you have a job opening, give it to me. I post it on the alumni community. So what I'm doing for the alumni community is we are building an alumni community. We are calling it the job board community for the alumni that have finished the program. They join the community, and when we have partner, we apply for it and all that. So that is what, like I said, we've not even told them about it. I updated this page, but I'll be telling them how that will work in the batch one offboarding, which is on Tuesday. So, and yes, you can come to this thing to come and also read up about this later. Claudia said I'm enrolling. Yeah, like I'm sure you will say, what is this MBA that they are, all this mode of support and everything like that. For me, I always say if I create a program, I decide how much I price it at any time. But I always ensure that the kind of value I deliver, the support, the everything, is such that if I wake up tomorrow and I said this program is going to 500,000, it will still be worth it. So I'm that teacher that can deliver free knowledge. Like I will deliver a knowledge I can price at 500,000 free. So at the day I decide that I want to change it, I will not record anything. I will not change anything. And that program will still be worth it. How long do you have access to the lessons? On the LMS is 1 year. The lessons itself is 1 year. I don't give more than, even my premium programs, I don't give more than 1 year access. You know why? If you take my program, like you take it, you implement it, you won't need me anymore. Like you won't need the lessons. Because I teach you to implement and immerse. You won't need me. You won't need the lessons. If you go through the program in the way you should have gone through the program with all the support, you won't need me. You won't need the lessons. And if you're asking, am I sure? Go to my Instagram profile. I interviewed one of my past clients who took my one-on-one program, Evie. I interviewed her on Instagram Live. Then she said something on that Instagram, like she said, Jerry, your program is rinse and repeat. And I said, how? I said, Jerry, I took your program in 2021. I don't even have access to this program again. But for every time I need to get I need to get an opportunity on LinkedIn, I just go and redo what I have done before. 2 weeks, the opportunity start rolling in. Like she was like, I don't need, like, I've done it. In fact, she did it. She collected money from some of our colleagues to do their own. Like she did it. It worked. She collected her money. Do you understand? From this thing. Like, I wish I could show you my inbox. There's Blessing on batch 1. Blessing joined batch 1 of this WFS. You will see it on this. Go to this page. Blessing. I took a screenshot and dropped it there. Go and find Blessing on this page, on that Skit for Work page. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Blessing took it, this program, batch 1. I remember she sent me a personal message on Instagram and she was telling me that, that was on week 3 of this WFS, week 3. And she said, my boss gifted me money by week 3 of this program. That is more than the money I paid for GCP Pro. He said that she said, wow, that what I was contributing to the company, the workflow, my own workflow and my contributions, and that the woman said, and apparently she had told her boss about the program she was going to start, that the woman gave her the money back for the training. Then one of our people last week, she now sent me another one. I wish my Instagram was open on this particular thing right now. I'll just come to my Instagram and show you my inbox. This message I said I got from Blessing, but it is on this page. Or maybe I've not put it. I'll come and find the screenshot and put it on this page so you understand what I'm saying. He said, someone said, Blessing, this skill that Doc taught you, she did the person's CV. So on this program, I told them I was going to do introduction to CV. But when I was recording the lesson, I said, you know what? Let me just teach them. Like, do you understand? After I now finished teaching them, I now asked my workers, I said, Moina, should I give them my own templates, like a link on Canva to my own template of CV, like my template that they can edit? He said, yes, just dash them that template as bonus. So I'm that person that I will tell people that, like, I will give you this, but by the time you come out of the program, I'll keep giving you more. Why? It's just who I am. But I always say you first need to take your own investment seriously. Invest it in your development. If you don't take it seriously, you're expecting free, I'll say, no, wahala. If you cannot invest in your own self, who am I to give you? Like, do you understand? How am I to give you? Which is why I typically subsidize programs at the beginning. Then I will say, okay, anyone that is aware enough to know that they need to invest in themselves, this is like my gift to them, because the investment is always very minute compared to what they get. I don't see any questions. Are there more questions about whether it is about you, your own career clarity, or about the offer? Please, it is important that you ask. I would say, if you like, leave here. Don't take any of the program, but I want you to understand what you need to be investing in. And when I say investing time and money, if you like, I have paid for a program 250K before. I didn't take that one because it was not what I needed. But I say, like, first on my journey to improving, I got clarity first. I got clarity. And if you're asking how do you enroll, I'm trying to get, I thought Moina was here. So I'm trying to get, there's a message she typically drops in this thing. Let me get that message for enrollment. She, Okay, great. For if you need to enroll and all that. I'm trying to find, okay, that message, so that if you need it, you can work from there. Please, if you have questions, I still have a couple of minutes more before I need to go. Okay. Any questions you have at all, please ask before I leave. I don't see any more questions. Or if you dropped your questions before I did not answer it, around your own this thing, please let me know. I would answer it before I leave. And if you have, what's it called? Because one of our major aim is to ensure that we get to that point at the Ski for Work Academy that they are incorporating this into the curriculum of every university, because we believe that that's like the gap that needs to be filled. The foundational skills everybody will need at work. And when I say work, academia, industry, freelancing, entrepreneurship, that's a foundational everyone will need. So if you hear that person, I say, oh, Dr. Aderisola, and if you need, like my friend, Amara, I keep referring to her, she runs a manufacturing company. She was asking her staff the other day to go and do something. And lady said, how? We should do it. He just said, Jerry, I need to send my staff to you. I was like, I need to send my staff to you. I'm tired of teaching them basic foundational workplace skills. As I send them now, at least all that go and do here. These are to create Excel sheets. These are to create all those things to get off your neck. These are to not talk. Well, she said, I need to send my staff to you. So if you're that person that you're always lamenting that your staff, they are not digitalized or they don't know how to use foundational things, this may be your chance. But if you're that person that you need to train, you need in your church, we have that empowerment program, we want to do it in your mosque. This is your chance to enroll like 1,000 people at once that you truly want to change your life for good. This program, even if I say so myself, will change people's lives like practically. Because I have seen, I wish I could show you my testimonial channel on batch one. I don't know, I don't have Telegram. That is where they drop it. Batch one, like every day. You can go to our Instagram highlight. I'll find it now. Our Instagram highlight has all those screenshots. Skilled for Work is our Instagram page. Yeah, you will see all the once they send it, I screenshot it on my Instagram. You'll see that like every day, and I'm not compelling them to drop anything. They'll just come, Doc, oh, see what is happening, and all that. I'm like, oh wow. Sometimes when I'm doing all this work and all that stuff, when I go to that channel and I see what they write, I tell myself it's worth it. Because the truth is, my international work will pay me more than this educational work, way more than this. So, like I said, our KPI is primarily in this. So yeah, I don't see any to you have a group of people that you'd like to introduce this to. You want us to give a presentation. And when I say a group is starting from a minimum of 50 people that you want us to present this to or to tailor. And that's another thing we are currently doing. We are currently in talks with some international partners who want us to tailor the program to their company, in the sense that there are some lessons we will remove, certain lessons that may cause the person's staff to leave, in the sense that, how they, start to find their own whatever. So it depends on what's this thing. So for us, sometimes we tailor, like we remove some lessons for certain organizations. So, but if it is not about that, if it is not that you are sending your staff to our organization, so we are good and all. So yeah, 50, 100, 1,000 and things like that. If you'd like to talk to us about that, you can reach out to us via email or WhatsApp, and we are ready to yeah, we are ready to move. We are ready to move regarding that. So if you want to, yes, you can pay via bank transfer. The next batch starts June. There won't be a July batch because we have another program to focus on in July for our experienced professionals. So that's all the details I've dropped in the meeting testing. And just in case there's anything you want to ask on WhatsApp, please have dropped WhatsApp 234-805-345-309. That's the WhatsApp number. You can always chat us on WhatsApp. And yeah, please spread the word. Skill for Work Academy is here to fill the employability skill, the skills gap in the employability, especially the foundational. And yes, even if it is soft skills, I would call it, it's comprised of the soft, the life that WFS covers. Thank you so much. You can now unmute yourself if you wish to. I'm going to stop share. I'm going to stop share. Participants can now unmute themselves if they want to unmute themselves. Yeah. Here's that thing. I'll round up this meeting. Thank you so much. What link are we used to introduce it to a corporate organization? So can I drop our email and phone number, iTrainAfrica at gmail.com, iTrainAfrica@gmail.com. Dr. Ajanoko Christie, I dropped our email, and you can also reach out to us on WhatsApp, iTrainAfrica@gmail.com or 0805-345-3099. So it just depends, because some people don't call, like there's this Indian organization we are currently speaking with, that has about 5,000 African students that they are trying to get on our program. So we had a Zoom call earlier in the week with them. We had the Zoom call. So typically we have Zoom calls, but when it comes to governments, the one that we've gone to, the Lagos State government, we are currently doing that thing. The way government works, I optimized environments. Like I said, I work with UN Life, that's Mission for the United Nations. So most of my, the way I interact, all those partnership I did then is always virtually. We don't believe in all this, but I understand that the public sector has a bit of they have a different way that they do things. Like you keep going there to their office and it's. So I'm learning their way right now. That's in the Nigerian public sector, it's a bit different. They want to see your face, but I understand. I think we were talking to one of the commissioners in Lagos and all that. So for us, it's always preferred that, let's just jump on a meeting. We have a slide we present to you. We hear your needs and we know what you need. And this thing, please take notes. Well, let's have that conversation first so that we can then know how we go about this. So if you will need to reach out to us, please, our WhatsApp is there. Please, I always like it when people reach out to us and they just don't say, we want to partner with you or want to collaborate with you. Like, there are different ways to partner or collaborate. It could be like, train our people. It could be come speak at our events. It could be, different things. So the better the clarity around what you are requesting, the better for us. I can easily move through the whole back and forth. Once you state, this is what we are thinking, we want to train this, we want to do this thing, then it's faster. clarity is very key when initiating a conversation. And that is part of what we teach. Like, because we know this is a major thing, we teach it on the WFS. Like, that is like how to reach out to people. And my students, then I thought they were like, oh, wow, no wonder I was ignored. I said, you drop hi in somebody's inbox and you expect them to reply. What's that nonsense? So we taught them like a 7 likes from people first, and not just hi, hello, how are you? Fine. I want to collaborate. What's that? Right? That's part of what, like I said, there are basic things like people expect to know it, but you don't know it. So we teach all of it on the Workplace Foundational Skills program. How to reach out to people on LinkedIn, how to reach out to people on social media, how to send emails and get replied, things like that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone that joined me. You can unmute yourself if you want to. Have an amazing weekend. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Oluwaseun. Thank you, Dr. Christy. Thank you, Mustafa Idris. Thank you. Thank you.